Yeah, so it's going to be different for everybody, but I'll tell like a quick story about how like using signals helped my outbound messaging a lot. When I was starting as an SDR at PandaDoc years ago, my whole process was pretty much just, this is my ICP. I'm going to call down the list, give him a generic pitch, and it was brutal. Like I was struggling a lot. And then I had a one-on-one with my manager that throughout the conversation, he said a quote to me that I've stuck with ever since. And he said, every inbound lead was an outbound lead yesterday. So I'll say that again, every inbound lead was an outbound lead yesterday. And so if you're getting any volume of inbound leads, what that meant to me was, how can I predict almost like the weather, what type of companies are most likely to come inbound? And the way I did that was looking at these inbound leads, also looking at the customers like we talked about earlier. And then I just started doing a ton of research. What was happening around the time that made them come inbound or book that demo request or, purchase our software? And that's where you'll start identifying the signals that are relevant to you. Like there's a lot of signals and different outbound plays that people have come up with, but you'll notice things like, for example, maybe this person just got promoted into a new role and now their first responsibility was to upgrade their tech stack. And so that's a signal, people that just got promoted. You may notice they recently implemented another piece of software that required them to, purchase additional software like integrations and things of that nature. That's another signal. You may notice that person previously worked for one of your customers before. That's a really big signal if you aren't using that. People who left your customers and went to a different company. Basically what I'm saying is go into your inbound data, your customer data, and figure out what are the patterns that you can find. That's where you identify these signals. What I like to do is then create outbound campaigns that are built around one or two of these different signals, test them out, see which ones are the most relevant, the ones that are performing the best, and then, focus on those ones specifically.